Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigerian's initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. It is a 30 minutes wholesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth all aimed at promoting the brand idea. I'm Ogale Abikele Mafu.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
Good to have you back. That's the Marketing Edge on TV is brand news where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of advertising, marketing, and communication in Nigeria and around the globe.
Now on brand news. Coca-Cola Company boosted worldwide ad spendings by 12.2% in the first 9 months of 2022 as against 2021, according to figures in the quarterly regulatory filing. The advertisers' spend is in line with a 12.6% increase in the beverage giant's revenue. Ad spend in the first 3 quarters suggests the beverage marketing's full year 2022 spending should come in at roughly $4.6 billion to $4.7 billion according to Hadage Data Center's calculations. Coca-Cola is on track to top the record by $4.2 billion it spent in 2019. Coca-Cola's ad spending has rebounded from a sharp drop in 2020 during the first year of the COVID-19 pandemic. Ad spending as a percentage of revenue remains a bit below the 11.4% level back in full year 2019. The Independent Television Producers Association of Nigeria has commended the new policy on local content in all advertisement and marketing communications in the country by the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ALCON. According to the association, the policy, which makes it mandatory to have a minimum of 75% cumulative local content and advertising messages, will encourage all service providers and content creators within the advertising ecosystem. The association, who lauded the move, stated that it will lead to a more sustainable future for creatives in the nation at large. Recall that the Director General of the regulatory agency, Dr. Lale Konfadolapo, had in a statement directed that effective from January 1st, 2023, the agency will commence implementation of the policy to ensure a minimum of 75% cumulative local content for all advertisement and marketing communication messages in the country. Food prices and other essential commodities are rising astronomically following increased pressure on currencies in most developing countries and other economic challenges, where wheat prices fell nearly 20% in the third quarter of 2022. Agricultural prices are expected to decline 5% next year. The decline in agricultural prices in 2023 reflects a better than projected global wheat crop, stable supplies in the rice market, and the resumption of grain exports from Ukraine. Food price inflation in other regions, including the Middle East and North Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, Eastern Europe, and Central Asia, averaged between 12 and 15%. The price of Brent crude oil is expected to average $92 per barrel in 2023, well above the 5-year average of $60 per barrel. Both natural gas and coal prices are projected to ease in 2023 from record high in 2022. Stakeholders in the public relations and media industry have called for improved efforts to avoid negative Western stereotypes of Africa by deliberately changing the narrative through storytelling and other to position the continent as a new frontier of development. The position was taken at the recently held 22nd Next CPR Roundtable themed Danger of a Single Story, Communication and Reputational Crisis in Africa, held at a hotel in Lagos. Delivering her keynote speech, the chairman of Access Bank PLC, stated that Africans must rise up to the occasion and disown every stereotyping messaging from the West and begin to create messages of prosperity, invention, and development for the continent. According to her, communication experts in Africa must begin to create and generate positive messaging that truly reflects the immense wealth of the continent and its potentials. To galvanize and encourage inclusivity on the African continent, the Advertisers Association of Nigeria (ADVAN) has announced plans to expand its annual marketing award to cover the entire African region in order to recognize the outstanding works of members in the continent. Following this initiative, the association has rechristened the ADVAN Awards for Marketing Excellence as ADVAN African Awards for Marketing Excellence. The edition of the award this year will hold on November 20th, 2022 in Lagos, Nigeria. The award ceremony themed marketing as a tool for sustainable economic development is expected to see over 200 brands competing in the 16 categories of the ADVAN African Awards for Marketing Excellence.
Well, that was brand news. Next is branding focus after this break.
Esther, you're late again. Esther?
She's a wandering light in the darkness. She's beautiful. Oh, she's a superstar.
Morning, Esther.
She never let her mama down. She's beautiful. She know they fear. She know they ever got a heart for her.
No phones at the table, please. Esther? I love you too.
Got everything? Don't forget I'll pick you at 4.
Airtel, the smartphone network. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on Brand in Focus. The future of advertising is beyond dispute immersive. With soft metrics to complement the hard and fast ones advertisers are familiar with, brands are faced with an increasingly long list of factors which impact return on investment (ROI), some of which include the need to adapt to multi-screen driven ecosystems. However, advertising to Generation Z or Zoomers is another challenge altogether. As more Gen Zs become unresponsive to the old formats of advertising, interactive ads are becoming a vital part of the media mix. According to a recent report by Kantar Millward Brands Ad Reaction, nearly 50% of Zoomers tend to avoid and block ads. The leading global research agency specializing in advertising effectiveness, strategic communication, media, and brand equity research also revealed that this same demography, Gen Z, has a shorter attention span than previous generations and generally favors videos that are less than 10 seconds in length, as well as preferring ads that aim to engage and entertain them. Going by the foregoing trends, it's easy to conclude that advertisers have been dealt an unwinnable hand. But by leveraging the potential of interactive ads, brands will find that mobile advertising is an industry in which they can still find success, especially with the Zoomers. However, there is a pervasive lack of familiarity among in-house marketers and agencies with the technologies and companies that specialize in these interactive ads. In the past, the biggest barrier to entry to interactive ads were the extensive coding skills and time frames needed to create them. Interestingly, the last 5 years have seen unprecedented innovation in the marketplace for interactive ad production. With tools like Gearbox, brands and agencies are handed a simple, fast, and no-code way of creating interactive ads on a silver platter. On the global scale, an increasing number of brands are making interactive ads part of their strategy. The technology on which interactive ads run is a far cry from the early days of playable ads
to the extent that it is now powerfully simple to run an interactive campaign. While the clicks garnered on traditional ads are an effective metric, interactive ads have been found to record far high engagement and action rates. Not only that, softer metrics like attention and brand uplift will be gaining more traction despite claims that suggest that contrary, interactive ads are very much scalable.
But that was branding focus. Next is industry conversation, where we have interactions with distinguished personalities who have made great impact in the business of brand management. Well, this week we have with us the CEO of Do.Ii Designs, Mrs. Ify Ighodalo, after this break.
Above the line, through the line, below the line. The world is changing and so is advertising.
Join us at the National Advertising Conference 2022, themed The Marketing Communication Industry Nigeria, Trends, Challenges and Prospects.
It's the biggest advertising gathering for the biggest advertising issues of the day.
Date, November 29th to December 1st, 2022. Venue, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Time, 10 a.m. No better time to chat the way forward for the practitioners, the industry, and the economy.
Be there. Let's engage and share perspectives. Register at www.nationaladvertisingconference.com.
National Advertising Conference 2022 is powered by Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Hello and welcome to Industry Conversation, a segment on Marketing Edge on TV, where we have interactions with men and women who have made great impact in the business of brand management. Well, today we have with us the CEO of Do.Ii Designs, Mrs. Ify Ighodalo. You're welcome to Industry Conversation.
Thank you.
Such
I'm
a
happy
great pleasure
to
to
be
have
here.
you.
Thank you.
Ify Ighodalo is a pioneer resort-oriented entrepreneur and a firm believer in the potential of Nigeria and Nigerians. With over 35 years of experience in the industry, she has significantly contributed to the growth of the furniture manufacturing industry in Nigeria. You're welcome again to Industry Conversation.
Thank you very much.
It's such a great delight to finally have you. You know, we made so much effort to get you on board, but you've been very busy building the business, and so we're here to talk about the business. Tell us some of the challenges that exist in this industry and how our players, such as yourself, responding to these challenges.
Okay. Right now, over time, the challenges, they evolve, they change. Initially, 30 years ago, it would have been finance, access to finance, maybe power. But right now, what I've done is I'll tell you the challenges in the order in which I perceive them and I feel them in my business as well as in the industry. And I think I can say it's the same for most people in this industry. Human capital and talent. That is what we are. That's the most challenging thing affecting us today. We all know what has been happening with education, the strikes. Even when the students are in school, we're concerned about the quality of education that they're getting. And the quality talents that we have, the great minds that Nigeria has, they're slowly leaving the country. So for me, it's a major problem. Because honestly speaking, I built this business with people. And if I didn't have people, good people, I wouldn't be here today. A few of them are still here with me. And so if we don't have good people, there's no problem you can't solve if you have good people working together. So, I mean, there are other issues. I won't talk much about them. Everybody knows about them. There's the issue of power, the increase in the cost of diesel. You know, sadly, these costs get transferred to the end user, and then they transfer, in order to be able to afford our products, they transfer those costs to their own clients, and it's a vicious cycle that keeps going round and round. Again, multiple taxation. You know, we have, and other imposed fees, regulatory fees, and there's a lack of empathy in the way, the enforcing of the tax laws. You have to pay almost immediately. That coupled with the multiple government agencies performing similar roles, like I've said, and each agency comes with its own levies and its own fees. And yet, they are failing to provide us the support that we need. Because if you're paying for these things and you're not having to pay for other things, then it balances out. So those are, I would say, the two greatest challenges that we're dealing with. I mean, the three greatest: human capital and talent, power, and multiple taxation.
You started your company 3 decades ago, and I would like you to tell us what the trajectory, in terms of growth.
So yes, I started this year is 35 years since I started my business. So yes, over 3 decades ago. So I started with the founding and registering of Design Options in 1987. And we were able to grow. I had a partner. We were able to grow the company to becoming a household name. Then exactly 10 years ago, in 2012, we had a major reorganization and rebranding, and the company then became the company you know now as Do.Ii Designs. The growth and trajectory, for me, the furniture business for me has always been, my vision has always been to have a large-scale business. So we started off in Design Options like a boutique. It was more of a boutique business, which we hoped would grow, and it did. But the final push came when we rebranded as Do.Ii, when I rebranded with my team as Do.Ii. And we moved from a 300 square meter showroom to this 1,500 square meter building with office furniture. There's enough room to display furniture, because as much as we sell a lot of business online, and we're hoping by next year to grow our online presence, online business, e-commerce, furniture is something that it's good to sit on. Remember when I first saw you, the furniture we had chosen in the showroom to sit on was too low. So people actually like to come in and test the furniture. Have a feel, exactly. Touch it, sit on it, even the colors, see it. Because sometimes it doesn't come across quite the same as when it's on a picture, online. So yes, having this 1,500 square meter showroom is the first step in our trajectory. So we've been taxiing, now we're taking off. Ultimately, we hope to be the one-stop shop, the choice, the preferred choice for all interior designers and wholesalers for their furniture needs.
So tell us how you were able to surmount the challenges that usually accompany small businesses when you started off, over 35 years ago.
Okay, first of all, the landscape was completely different 35 years ago. I actually feel for young entrepreneurs today. The good thing is that they're bolder than, I thought I was bold, but they're bolder than I was. There's so much access for them. There's access to the internet, to Google, information, technology. So they have that today. When I started out, I'm not even sure what technology was. There were no mobile phones. We practically were just struggling with the landlines. But so the landscape, though, was totally different. The environment, the economic environment, and the business environment was much more amenable, more pleasant, more hospitable than what we have now. So I guess it balances off. So what challenges would I have had? Finance. And how did I surmount that? I started the business with nothing, and I kid you not, absolutely nothing. I had the first client we had, spoke to the client, convinced them of what the business we're doing. And again, there was a lot more trust, unlike now where you have to do a search, you have to do all that. And they were expatriates. I convinced them that we would be able to do this job. They gave us an advance payment. So they literally practically funded the project, and we did a brilliant job. And that's how, so with the ripple effect, they introduced us to other clients, and the company just started growing from there. So the company funded itself. So that's how we dealt with finance. Quality, because we were young, I have an eye for detail. And in fact, it drives people crazy. My eye for detail is beginning to drive me crazy now. I need to tone it down. Yeah. So managing the production and things like that, we were able to do that as well. So now we have so many other people to handle that for us. So yeah. So I would say those are the two things: the finance, getting the clients. Like I've said, we had a lot of referrals, a lot, because the quality of the work was good. It was aesthetically appealing, so
So let's talk a bit about your company, Do.Ii Designs. What is the unique selling point of your company?
I would say we have a catchphrase, a hashtag. Our hashtag is quality in every detail. That's one of the unique, well, it's supposed to be one unique selling point. So quality, quality, quality. But like I said a little earlier, we are a one-stop shop for all your interior design needs. From office furniture to home furniture to accessories, rugs, lamps. We have a design team, so we handle projects, turnkey renovation, ceilings, wall treatment, window treatment, you name it. Everything you need for the perfect and the most beautiful interiors, you can find it at Do.Ii. And then also, our hashtag is quality in every detail. So we handle, there's quality and then there's detail. That's why we put the two together. So we handle your projects or your orders. Our products have quality and we pay attention to the little details. And that's what makes us unique.
Quality in every detail.
Quality in every
Very
detail.
striking. So tell us how your company is positioned in the market where it operates.
Okay. I would say we are, for what we do, the style of furniture we manufacture, I would say we're the pioneer manufacturing company in the industry. There were others when we started. A number of them have shut down. So I would still say we're the pioneer. As per size, I would say, when I say medium, they say, no, you're not medium, you're large. So I still think that we're medium. We've grown a lot in the last 5 years. First 5 years, growth was a bit, iffy. But now we're growing, and I mean, the trajectory is really high. So I'll say we're well positioned. I know we have a long way to go still. Our dreams were not yet there with the vision. But all in all,
you're doing well.
Thank God.
So tell us, are there some exciting offerings that you have in mind to thrill your consumers this year that you'd like to share with us?
Okay, well, like I said, this is our 10th anniversary. So this year, we're hosting in the last 5 years, I think, 6 years ago, we started the Do.Ii Black Friday.
Okay.
Then when we took it to Harbour Point, a huge warehouse, event center, full of furniture on Black Friday, we then renamed it the Do.Ii Big Black Friday because it was big.
Massive.
And that got us a lot of attention. Our clients were very happy. So it's our 10th anniversary. So this year we have the Do.Ii 10th anniversary Big Black Friday. So it gets longer. So yes, for the 10th anniversary, we have some surprises. I'm not going to let you know what they are quite yet.
Okay.
We're still tidying them up for our special and our loyal clients who have brought us where we are today to say thank you. But the Do.Ii 10th anniversary Big Black Friday is going to have very special discounts, especially for our return customers. We welcome new customers, but there's going to be very, very special discounts, even more special than the years before. And it's just a way of saying thank you.
Okay.
So look out for the Do.Ii 10th anniversary Big Black Friday coming soon.
I look forward to it too.
And it's going to be hosted in our showroom.
Okay.
Here, 642D Akadishola.
Okay.
Victoria Island. That's where we're hosting this year.
It's been very inspiring speaking with you, but I'd like you to tell us more about yourself.
After everything I've said.
Yes.
I should still say more.
More. Let's get to know you more.
Okay, I remember something that when I laughed, I always say to everybody, I can laugh for Africa. This was a gentle laugh.
I see.
So when you hear my laugh, sometimes it rings. So I'm a happy person.
Okay, you see that.
I'm a happy person. I like to be happy. That's what I love. The joy of life. I just like being happy. I like happy people around me. And most of all, I love making people happy.
Just the way you've made me smile all through this
Exactly.
interview.
There, you see that laugh?
Yes, I see. So thank you so much, ma'am, for having this time out with us on Industry Conversation. It was really overwhelming to have you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I must thank you. You've relaxed me. I hate interviews, so I've enjoyed myself.
The pleasure is mine.
For being so good at what you do.
Thank you very much. And that's it on Industry Conversation. Do well to join us same time next week for another interactive time. I'm Ogali Abikele Mafro. See you again.
The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been.
If you truly want to empower anyone, 2 areas, education and skills.
How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
I don't see any lawmaker today that will not do everything within his powers to attract constituency projects.
And how do the people ensure that their constituency projects are executed to the letter?
The constituency project had noble intentions and they still remain.
There is no federal presence, no federal rule, no federal project in my constituency.
The Constitution itself provided the framework of governance. And what does it say? That the welfare of people shall be the primary responsibility.
I've been back on so many projects.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go the extra mile just to show Nigerians a constituency project, both federal to states and to local government level. Know your representative with Maria, bridging the visible gap.
Or showing progress. Here is a new vision governing the state of the virtuous. Get a blow-by-blow account of the achievements of Governor Ify Ighodalo across all the sectors, including mining, culture and tourism, health, education, agriculture, transportation, massive infrastructure development, security, social welfare, commerce, and workers' welfare, among others. This new vision has brought accountability, boost for healthcare, good road network, thriving economy, free surgical mission, and much more. Follow Governor Ify Ighodalo as he delivers on his promise to transform the state and give our people good life. Indeed, with the foundation for development being properly laid, development is already on the fast lane. Don't miss or showing progress every week on this station.
It's always a great morning on the TVC Breakfast Show.
Thanks for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
With the array of stories that matter and what's behind them.
As you say, the first blow indicates the direction of government.
Tell us what really is going on between your union and the federal government.
Once it's generated,
if you don't use it, it's waste.
We are not even sure whether we have a strategy for security.
Are you saying that there was nothing wrong in that?
Was he the one driving the taxi?
Answer the question.
Reveal your morning with all you need to know.
Like the
yes, just mundane lyrics.
Yes.
How does that fit into your scheme of events or duties right now?
No chief of staff, no general has the right to call a governor to order. The governor has been elected by his people.
Start your day right, because this is the breakfast show that adds to your breakfast. TVC Breakfast, weekdays at 7 a.m. only on TVC News.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company, not just in Nigeria, but throughout continental Africa, to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News,